continue to grapple with the high cost of living. There seems to be internal wrangles in the Kenya Kwanza administration over the same, going by utterances by different government officials who have been accused of ridiculing Kenyans. Now, our reporter Grace Nganga takes us through some of the sentiments that have since been dismissed as not representative of government's opinion.
This is an economic moment.
Since lowering the high cost of living was Kenya Kwanza vote hunting charm, you will think life will only get better for a regime that outrightly criticized former government for being insensitive by imposing high taxation on Kenyans.
Tuesday, you will be choosing a plan that will reduce the cost of living.
The hustler narrative gave confidence to Kenyans to elect President William Ruto, as they could easily relate with his agenda that targeted people with low standards of living.
Kura yenu ni ya kitendawili ama hustler? Kura yenu ni ya nani?
But 1 year down the line, Kenyans are swallowing a bitter pill as they grapple with the soaring high cost of living. And although the president has assured Kenyans that he's working round the clock to turn around the skyrocketing cost of living, some of his top guns are showing little to no empathy, further ruffling feathers by making reckless remarks. As soon as energy body IPRA in its latest review increased fuel prices, a split seems to have emerged with some legislators calling for sacking of some top government officials over their utterances that do not resolute with the stand of the government. When he was asked by Kenyans on why cost of living is high despite the campaign promises, Ruto's economic advisor David Ndii appeared to indicate that Kenya Kwanza's economic recovery strategy is mere guesswork. Ndii said, and I quote, "Maybe better, maybe worse. Who knows? We do what we think can work. If it doesn't, too bad. Doctors lose patients all the time despite their best efforts." End of quote. In another thread, he said, and I quote, "I don't believe politicians and I don't trust government. If you do either, you are a sucker." End of quote. The controversial remarks on increase in fuel prices did not end there. Trade CS Moses Kuria told of Kenyans who are complaining about fuel prices to drill their own oil wells.
Sasa ukishinda kutoka asubuhi mpaka jioni, bei ya mafuta imeongezeka, si uchipe kisima yako.
During a grilling session by a parliamentary committee on energy, CS Davis Churchill said at the moment there is nothing the government can do to reduce the fuel prices that have soared to a record high that has never been witnessed in the country, as the price hikes are primarily as a result of the unpredictable fluctuations in the global crude oil market. Now, some legislators within the Kenya Kwanza administration have joined religious and opinion leaders and the general public in demanding the sacking of some cabinet secretaries and economic advisors, accusing them of misadvising Ruto and ridiculing Kenyans.
President Ruto, sack these people, otherwise serikali yako sasa hata small function like this inaanza kukaa kama uko na sura mbaya.
And even after Deputy President urged leaders to be emphatic,
this committee has even noted that very good progress from none other than the Deputy President. Positive intervention by the Deputy President to call people to order to be sensitive to the issues that His Excellency Kalonzo Musyoka is speaking about, the issue of the cost of living.
Kuria seems to be unapologetic.
Hii maneno tunaongea, maneno ya bei ya mafuta iko duniani kila pahali. The only thing I can ask God to do is to give me the grace and the serenity to accept it, because I cannot change it.
And with the current spat, Prime Cabinet Secretary Musalia Mudavadi also waded into the debate, warning that their outburst by some government officials do not reflect the government's official position, hinting at a possible cabinet reshuffle. Grace Nganga, KTN News, Nairobi.
And now for some breaking news, a Communication Authority of Kenya Director